What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another Platinum Trophy video for you guys. Today I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy in Dirt Rally for the PlayStation 4. Now, the last trophy that I do have to get is Dependable, which is to complete a monthly event. I could have actually done this back in December, but when I was doing the monthly event in December, my car somewhat just destroyed itself, and that disqualifies you from the event, and you have to complete the whole event. So I had to wait until January to actually do another monthly event, so it kind of sucks, but luckily, you get the trophy right when you complete the event. You don't have to wait till the end of the month. But anyway, with all that being said, let's get right into this video. I did live stream this Platinum, and I do live stream all my Platinums and some other stuff, so if you haven't followed me on Twitch, there is a link down in the description below. Take you over there, and you can follow me if you want to. But anyway, let's talk about the game a little bit. So I really enjoyed this game. I actually got this back when it came out, and I believe it was like 2014 or something like that. And, oh, I do want to apologize for the quality of the video if it looks like it's really pixelated and stuff. I'm trying to mess with some settings on Twitch and with OBS where I can record at a higher bit rate than I'm streaming, so that when I do these videos, it's not the quality that the stream was. I'm still trying to test some things out, so I do want to apologize for that up front. But like I was saying, I did get this game back in 2014, I believe is when it came out. I did get it day one, and I played it for, you know, a few days, and then I never really went back to it. And then with all these new Dirt games coming out, Dirt 4, Dirt Rally 2.0 coming out soon, I was like, you know what? Let's dive into this a little bit. I've been wanting to get into a racing game, and I thought that this was a great spot to start. My goal was to do Dirt 4 before I did this one because they have similar physics, but this game is a lot more realistic. And that's one of the things about this game is it can be very difficult. If you're not good at racing games, if you're like, even if you're like a little bit above average at racing games, I would suggest not even to go near this game, because basically in order to get this Platinum, in order to win rally events, in order to win any event in this game in general, you have to basically do the whole race perfect. You can restart as many times as you want to, but you have to do the whole stage or the whole race perfectly without messing up really at all. And you can see in this video, you know, a few times I'll mess up here and there, but it's not like substantial. I'm talking about going flying off the cliff. I'm talking about spinning out, stuff like that. You can't do that at all, because there are some races where you'll put your heart into it, and somehow the AI will still beat you. And that's just how the whole game is, unfortunately. But you will come across some events where you completely destroy the AI. So it's up in the air sometimes with what the difficulty is or how difficult it actually is. But like I said, if you're not that good at racing games, like if you're above average with racing games, you know, somewhere around there or below, I would suggest to not even really go for this, because, and that's just if you're purely going for the Platinum. If you want to just play it and enjoy the game, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you from doing that. But I'm talking about going for the Platinum and having to win all the events and do all that stuff. It can be pretty difficult. And I did do this whole game with a wheel. I didn't do it with a controller, so I guess I should note that as well. But I will say a wheel does help out a lot in this game, and really in a lot of simulation games as well, because this game can be very twitchy with a controller. You know, you move your left stick a little bit to the left and you just want to adjust a turn or something, and it may oversteer you or understeer you, and you might go flying into a wall, or you may not make the turn or something like that. So a controller you can do this game with a controller, don't get me wrong. You just have to get very comfortable with it. With a wheel, it was pretty easy. I mean, I got on a lot of the races. I would only have to do you know, most of them I could do in my first try if I was just very cautious with the way I was driving. You have to be cautious in this game, but you also have to be fast as well. You know, you can't drive around doing, you know, driving way slow and expect to win, but you also can't push it to the edge and then spin your car out every turn as well. There's a fine balance. And when you get into the groove, or at least when I was getting into the groove when I was doing this, I was beating races on the first try and things of that sort. So to me, it was becoming easier because I think I was getting used to the game. But there was also races where I was just getting destroyed, and then I would, you know, I would have to restart like 5 times or more than that, because I was just getting destroyed, or I was spinning out, or stuff like that. And it just happens. It just happens. That's what it is. So there's the event. That will get us the whole monthly event, which is basically a tournament in single player. The only thing is you can't DQ. So there we go. I was at 2 hours on that. I was in like the top 50. I couldn't remember, or I couldn't see there. So there's our trophy, Dependable. Then we're gonna get our platinum trophy. You did rally good. I like that name. That's pretty clever by Codemasters. But yeah, that's that. But let's take a look at this list. Here it is, 100% with a platinum, no DLC, and there should be no DLC because the second one's coming out in a month or so. But the trophy list is very nice. You have to get win tournaments with certain cars. You have to upgrade other cars. You have to upgrade 4 types of cars, a car with each like 4-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. You got to do some online stuff. The thing that really sucks is like the community events, like the weekly, monthly, and daily events, because the daily ones are random, and then the weekly and monthly ones just take time. So all in all, it doesn't take that much time, but it is annoying with the daily events trying to wait for the certain ones to come in and everything. But I do like the trophy list. I like everything that you have to do, and I felt like it was a very enjoyable, and the game was very enjoyable as well, so that just added on top of it. Anyway, here is the profile. Trophy level 36, 93%, got 9,285 total trophies, got 6,527 bronze, 2,000 silver, 633 gold, 125 platinums. Like I said, 9,285 total trophies. If you're into that number stuff. And here is the platinum trophy itself. You did rally good. I really like that name. I rally like that name. I rally like that name. But yeah, that's Dirt Rally. It's a very enjoyable game. Like I said, if you're not really into racing games and you're like on the edge and you want to go for this platinum, I really wouldn't suggest it because you're going to frustrate yourself a lot. You have to be basically a perfectionist when you're trying to get this platinum, and that's what really sucks about it. It irritated me, and I find myself to be pretty good at racing games, and I was getting irritated with it. So if you're on the edge about it, I'm not going to stop you from playing the game. If you want to play it, and you obviously you got to get better at it somehow if you're going to go for the platinum. So you're going to have to play it. But if you're on the fence about it, maybe not go for the platinum if you're not that good at racing games. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll stop with that recommendation. Anyway, if I had to give this a difficulty out of 10, I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. It can be pretty frustrating time-wise. You're looking at maybe 40, 50 hours. Something around there. It's not too bad. Personally, it took me a little bit longer because I was doing something wrong with my tournaments. When you win a tournament with a certain car type, it's going to progress you to the next tier. What you have to do is lose that tier to get demoted back down to the beginning one. If you don't get demoted back down, you keep climbing up, and then eventually, when you're on one of the top tiers, you end up doing like 80 races instead of just doing like 24. And you do like 80 long races instead of 24 short ones. So that can significantly make the game longer. And that's what I was doing until I realized that I was doing the wrong thing, and I started losing to get all the way back down to the beginning. So if you're gonna go for it, remember that, okay? You don't have to, once you get above the beginner class or whatever, and you get to the next tier, just lose every race there. You'll get demoted back down to the first one, and then you can win your next car type that you have to do and all of that jazz. It's not that difficult, I guess, but like I said, 7 out of 10. 40 to 50 hours, very enjoyable game, and that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to give it a like. Down in the description below, if I could speak, that'd be nice. You'll find links to all types of stuff, my Twitch, my Twitter, a playlist that has only one trophy guide for this game. I mean, sorry. Most of them are pretty straightforward, so I couldn't really make guides. And you'll find a link to other platinum trophies like this if you want to go check that out. You can go look at my PSN profiles. I got that link below, so you can go check all that stuff out. All the links are down in the description below. Leave any comments down in the comments below, questions or comments that you got about the game. And, like I said, like if you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.